What's good, people? There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Let me minimalise myself a little bit, just so you can see a little bit. We got a video coming up. Pantera, we're back. Vulgar display of power, yeah? I had the album that comes after this recommended on the Patreon by my friend Braden, who actually put forth the other Pantera material we've heard on this channel, bar power metal. I chose to listen to power metal. I thought it was a good place to start. I actually thought that was where Pantera did start. I didn't know there was any prior records until Braden popped up and said, bro, you got to check out I forgot the name of the record, but it was like that jungle record, and it was pretty bloody good, to be honest with you. I really enjoyed it. Braden says you got to check out the other one. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it Far Beyond Driven? How many albums did Pantera have post Cowboys from Hell? Was there only 3 or was there 4? I have a feeling there was 4, but I don't know. But I thought, you know what? It is Pantera. I don't want to bypass anything as far as like the simplicity of Pantera's discography is concerned. So I'll make the decision on my own whim. To Braden, fulfill your wishes first and foremost. And second, do Vulgar Display of Power. Because Braden says, you know, we're all familiar with Vulgar Display. We've seen Vulgar Display. Well, he didn't say that to a T. I don't want to misquote the guy. I'm paraphrasing and speaking from my own heart. More than likely, everybody has done, and so forth. I mean, we've got flipping Walk on here. I hate Walk. Oh man, Walk is like the Wonderwall of metal music, in my personal opinion. But why the hell not? You Pantera fans get a 2 for 1 on this one, because we're going to do both records. Now, this starts with Mouth for War, and in respect for Phil Anselmo and his political inclinations, to join us on this journey, we've got some white wine. Hey! White wine! Come on now, people. Mouth for War. Let's go. Let's jump in. Vulgar Display of Power. So you know, my background. I've heard a few tunes off of this record. I hadn't heard it in its entirety. When I got into metal, I got into it via the LimeWire days. So my album understanding is very patchwork. You download a song here, there, and everywhere. You won't download an entire record, you know? I did move on to torrenting after that, or at least my twin brother did, right? Because I would never do a thing like that. So my twin brother started torrenting music. And getting the full bruh, you'd get so much stuff. People are just packed together the entire discography, all of the B-sides, all of the live stuff, and it'd be incredible. They were good times. They were good. Arguably, your access to music during them torrenting times were better than the streaming services, because you're more limited on the streaming services. You don't get all of that bootleg stuff on the streaming, but yeah, them torrents were pretty bloody good. Yeah. Mouth for War. Am I aware of this tune? Within reason. I know this riff. Bam, 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 bam. But, you know, I was never into Pantera like some people are. So, you know, I might know a couple of riffs, but overall, across the board, I'll only know so much, you know. Thanks for joining me. Jack Daniels and Coke, yeah? Saturday night. Ba-da-da. If this was a hardcore band, people would be kicking off on this riff. A lot of people were commenting on the Cowboys from Hell record. Man, I wish Phil kept this broad spectrum within his vocal capability, so we might not hear, you know, the higher register vocals on this. It might just be pure, you know, grit. This guy says the last great metal band. That's BS. Let me have a think who well, somebody says Lamb of God. Fair play. Who came after this? That was a metal band that was good. Bruh, Power Trip. Power Trip are sick. What more needs to be said? I like Power Trip, me. Come on. Speak the truth about me. In a way, Phil Anselmo is a little alike Henry Rollins, don't you think? That's the first time I've ever considered that. But do you not think there is an element of Rollins? In a very oblique, indirect way. Am I wrong for saying that? I don't think I am. When Pantera played live, Dimebag's not going to miss out on the guitar solos. That's half of the selling point of Pantera. But this rhythm section, was it purely bass? Because they didn't play with a second guitarist, did they? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Awesome. That last drum beat was a D beat, by the way. And if you want to know how to identify a D beat, and when you reference this and show it off to your friends, reference me, yeah, so you learn it off of me. Burnt banana bread is what you want to look for. Burnt banana bread, burnt banana bread, burnt banana bread, burnt banana bread. That's a D beat. I put you on some game there, yeah. We've got a new level coming up next. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, King of the Posers TV, signing in. A new level is track number 2 of 11. We're listening to Vulgar, Display of Pizzour by Pizzour and Pantera. Let's jump in. chunky tone, eh? Metalhead says, one of the greatest metal bands in history. I'm happy that this guy didn't say the greatest metal band, because that's, you know, subjective. But the idea that they are one of the greatest metal bands, I can't disagree with that. I cannot disagree with that, most definitely. Historically speaking, at least, influentially, yes, yeah. If you're into metal, you know Pantera, don't you? Come on. Shit. Where's my volume at? I've heard this before, and I always thought to this day, I think this key change in the introduction of the vocals always sort of saps at the energy of the song. I don't think it's good. I don't think this bit's good. This bit, I always think it sounds awkward. A new level! This guy says Dimebag is the best metal guitarist ever. I don't even need to think about who compares to Dimebag, but that's nonsense. That's not the case. Dimebag's a fantastic guitarist, but nah. Not the best metal guitarist. Let me think who's better. Somebody said Petrucci. Is Petrucci a metal guitarist? Yeah, he definitely is, because, hey, Dream Theater can be pretty darn metal. Is Petrucci better than Dime, though? Dimebag was more marketable. Petrucci is a virtuoso, like, verging into realms that sort of seem a little too overt and over complicated, I would say. Someone said Dave Mustaine. Fuck! Is Dave Mustaine a better metal guitarist than Dimebag? Oh, I don't know. This is a crazy thread, man. I want to see more input here. Somebody did say Van Halen. Not worthy of discussion. Not in the realms of metal. Like, we're talking metal here. Someone said John Petrucci is about the best of the new metal masters. If you want to describe... okay. If you want to describe John and his band, it's a bit like Hetfield, Schuldiner, Mustaine, and Diamond Darrell. What the fuck's he on about? Yeah. Someone says Sinister Gates. Whoa. I've never seen Sinister Gates brought up in a... It's rare you see Sinister Gates brought up. Let me have a think about some guitarists. I want to be a hater and put someone before Dime, but you know what? I guess it's service to the brilliance of this guy's capabilities and riffs and lead guitars and character that I can't straight away think of anyone who is like a better metal guitarist. More technical, yeah, but that's irrelevant. And do you know what, right? Before people who've just joined me start hating, going on about blah, 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 bro, I owned a Dimebag ML, a Dean ML. It was a Dean ML something bird, but it got discontinued. I ended up flogging it to a like second-hand shop. I think they gave them like 200 quid for it, but they knew the value of it. It was definitely worth a lot more than that. There was no prices online because nobody could get their hands on it. It was a Warbird, Dean ML Warbird. Check that shit out, man. I kind of want to now. I'm going to have a quick look at how much that's available for. One moment. Yeah. Out of stock everywhere, but as far as prices are concerned, 700 quid onwards. Nice. It had a Floyd Rose. I can't deal with that shit, man. It's an alright tune. It really gets sold by the main riff, doesn't it? The main riff is the reason that thing's got 30 million views. We got Walk, the official music video, coming up next. 307 million views for a metal track. Can you believe it? Whoa. I'll see you there. Yes, now bless now. People, don't forget to rest now. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, signing in respect to Phil Anselmo and the record Vulgar Display of Power. We cracked open some white wine tonight, yeah? I mean, I had a little sip of a little bit of JD prior, but you got to put some respect on Pantera through one way or another, right? Walk is the title of this one. Have you ever heard this song before? I have. I hate it. But with that being said, I don't know when the last time I listened to it in its entirety is, so there might be a bridge section in this song I just haven't clocked onto, like, because I'm just so done with the riff. This is the Wonderwall of metal. This has got 307 million views. For a metal band as intense as Pantera, can you believe that? I don't think Sabbath got a track that's anywhere close to that many views. 307 million. That's Nirvana level views. That's insane. So let's jump in. This one's called Walk, people. Do you know it? Drop D tuning. I know that much.
Can't you see I'm easily
You know what? When we talk about its marketability, like the fact that it's got so many million reviews, because it doesn't like the perimeters and the boundaries of this, even though they are quite an intense metal band, it's quite a welcoming song, and I think that's due to the fact the drumming isn't like in your face extremity. It's not. We're not listening to the flipping Last Days of Humanity or a Sperm Swamp or something like that. The drums are actually incredibly basic. They're not even like rock drums. That's like when the first beat you learn when you start playing the flipping drums. So I think in that realm, it makes it a very accessible track, you know? Let's go. I mean, what's happened here is they've really brought forth the songwriting capabilities they had during the glam days, because they knew how to put a good song together, right? And they've applied it in the realm of heavy metal, heavier metal, groove metal, you know? Are you talking to me? Solo. White wine. Something to take note of is I made a mention on one of the last songs saying when they perform live, you can't have Dimebag without the guitar solos. The people want to hear the solos. But there's a rhythm guitar riffing on the earlier material, but right now here, we've not added that rhythm guitar. It is the bass line purely. This is the live experience. Walk on home, boy! Walk on home, boy! Seizure warning. Seizure warning. Fucking hell, where's my warning? There should have been a warning. Yeah, that was Walk. I hate that song so much, but with that being said, it is a great song. It is great. It's fantastic songwriting. It's an incredibly catchy riff. I just come on. It's my favorite band of all time is Oasis, and it's Wonderwall. It's Wonderwall, and I don't like Wonderwall. It's overplayed. It's the same old, same old. With that being said, let's look at the comments. Somebody says, my boss asked me to turn this down. I fired him. Let me tell you something, right, people? If you ever feel powerless in the workplace and you feel like you want to leave the job and you disagree with management and, you know, you hate being powerless, I'll put you on some game. When you hand your notice in, when you say, I quit, that is you firing your boss. You turn the tables and you literally fire your boss by doing so. There you go. I've put some game on you for you. Someone says, I played this to a vegan. He became a cannibal. Watchdog says, TikTok kids couldn't find us here. Bro, there's 307 million views. Everyone can find us here. Yo, let's check this out. This sounds hard, to be honest. Someone says normal speed is Walk Pantera and 1.25 speed is Jog by Pantera. Obviously, it's a funny joke, but I want to hear. Let's do this. Let's put it on a couple of. Let's get your money's worth here, people. Let's put a couple of playback speeds on. This will be hard, to be honest. Let's go. This is Jog. Still sounds groove metal. It's still more than a possible capability as far as writing's concerned. Let's bang it on 1.5. It's hard. As far as the guitars are concerned, it's possible. Yo, you can do a custom playback speed now. Oh, but you're still only you're still only capable of like 2 time. I was gonna put on like 58 time. Right, that's shit. Right, let's keep on moving them, people. We've got effing Hostile. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeez, he's jumping into it. Effing Hostile next. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Listening to Vulgar Display of Power by Pantera. We just had Walk On. Thank God that's out of the way. Track 4 of 11 is effing Hostile. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost every day, Thrash. If you can see yourself, you put you on a shelf. Your verbal masturbate, promise to nauseate. Today I play the part of not parent. Not make a hundred rules for you to know about yourself. Not lie, make you believe what's evil. It's making love and making friends and meaning God's your own way. The right way to see, to bleed, cannot be done. In turn, you're making us fucking lost. Yo, there's a lot in the Slipknot with that distort. Actually, this came before Slipknot. Let's be real. LBR, let's be real. When was this put out? 1992. To bleed The whole major tonality of the chorus, da-da, da-da, I don't like that. I don't think that's a great tune, to be honest with you. Sorry about it. I don't think that's a great tune. You can tell the gateway bands. You can tell the entry level bands that have a little more grit to them, a little more of a controversial audio experience, purely down to the comment section. The Pantera comment section, or at least this record, Vulgar Display of Power, due to the intensity of the album cover and the title and the fact this is called Effing Hostile, we're getting the same people commenting with the same, garnering the same positive response, right? So it's not a matter of people making these comments. It's the fact that everybody's thumbing it up because everybody's in agreement. People are saying, I got detention because my teacher asked what I was listening to. And the top comment is, my grandma listens to this song. It's the same community that we find on Cannibal Corpse videos. It's like a entry-level extreme band where you get these, for lack of better terms, you get these normies who happen to, start checking stuff out, and they are still like so naive in the realm of, this is actually music people enjoy and listen to on a casual, consistent basis, that they leave these funny comments in relation to, here's a soft scenario where I'm listening to this harder sounding music, and then everybody agrees. I am hating a little bit, but it's just it's some social commentary for you there. We got This Love coming up next. There's Rocksteady King of the Pit TV signing in. Vulgar Display of Power, track 5 of 11 is entitled This Love. Let's just jump straight in, yeah? Longest track on the record, I think. Yeah, it's 6 minutes 33. The most powerful number in the universe, 33. The 33 vertebrae. Someone says that ending is like Dimebag's Ghost. It's so eerie. What? Somebody said shart poo. Someone says have some respect, man. Why is the reply so weird? It's so funny that someone's asked why the reply is so weird and the first reply is shart poo. I'll give you a thumbs up for that. I don't get it. I enjoyed it. Let's find out what it means though. Dimebag's Ghost on the record, yeah? Come on. That's a riff. Breakdown. I know this one. This is like the Vulgar display of power equivalent to Cowboys from Hell's Domination, right? This is the breakdown. Is this Dimebag's Ghost? Where's Dimebag's Ghost at? It really does take you through so many different degrees of musical experience. Each and every section comes with a different energy. The broken chords, as we had there, the as somebody said in the comment section, they're Alice in Chains-esque broken chords. The riffages, the choruses, the breakdowns. Of course, slap a guitar solo or two in there. Hey, that was This Love. That was the longest track on the record. It didn't feel like 6 minutes 30. But then again, prior to this, I was listening to the Grateful Dead live. So, you know, if you're aware of that situation, I think anything seems brief at this point. We've got Rise coming up next. I don't think I know this one. Let's keep going. Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Listening to Pantera tonight. Vulgar Display of Power. This one's entitled Rise. I don't think I've heard this one before. Let's find out. Thrash. This guy says these guys never wasted any time and started off so many songs with a effing sledgehammer to the face. You know what? I agree with that. These dudes have got a thing for kicking off a number with just the most ruthless riff you've ever heard in your life. These dudes do that. They do that. Sounds like Dead Kennedys. What's that Dead Kennedys tune that sounds like that? You tell me. Come on. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba da. Fair play. That was Rise by Pantera. I'm about to hit you with a brick with this one. Arguably. I thought it was okay. It was pretty good. It's probably the worst song we've heard so far on the record. It's probably the weakest track. Worst is bold because it's not bad. But weakest, yeah, probably the weakest track. We've got No Good Attack the Radical coming up next. I'll see you there. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in, sipping on a Pinot Grigio tonight. Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power. This is track numero 7 of 11, entitled No Good Attack the Radical. I don't think I've heard this one. Let's go. Come on.
In the States, there's a problem with race because of ignorant past burn fires. From evolution, we've been killing each other. I think man should have it down to a science. No chance, not for a minute, not for a second. I won't be defensive, I'm straight out. In my opinion, you better listen to a man who knows what he's saying. I'm to your side, you're running hot for the mere fact that you feel inferior. Be superior, and now you're interior. Race, pride, prejudice, black man, white.
Someone says this song is more fitting now than ever.
No stand. Live in the past, we make it last. A hated mess. No solution, my pollution for revolution. So low behold my eyes. This land of fools will rise. Now God, but now on. You're now God, but now on. You blame oppression and blame the rule of criminals to rape and burn shows progress is minimal. Whitehoods and militant, you know it's such a pity. Living, breathing, violence in your city. It's one man, and one hole, and one wow. You never know without variety. Full of anxiety and no one to point at, question or even talk to. In his private grave, no matter what color, he wouldn't be safe from hell. He dwells a closed mouth in the part of prison cells. Race, pride, prejudice, black man, white man, no stand. Live in the past, we make it last. A hated mess. No solution, my pollution for revolution. So low behold my eyes. This land of fools will rise. Now God, for now on. You're now God, for now on.
Wow, wow.
So low behold your rise. This land of fools will rise.
This is a bit of a dead tune. It was a bit of a dead tune. I can see why these ones don't get pushed as much as the other ones. Rise was better. Rise was better. I didn't think too much to Rise. I said that was the weakest one so far, but this one's weaker. No Good Attack the Radical. Yeah. We've got Live in a Flipping Hole coming up next. See you there. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget the rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Let me sort the old Barnet out. I mean, I don't have much of an hairstyle, people, but I don't want it to be stringy cheesy. Vulgar Display of Power is the record we're listening to. This is track 8 of 11 entitled Live in a Hole. Alright, let's jump straight in. Come on. That voice, vocoder. Wow. Wow.
Live in a hole, but stay close to my kind. 'Cause they understand what burns in my mind.
Wow.
I still feel incomplete. Friends are few and far between. My fear grips the will of stone. My grip feels I'll die alone.
Ba now wow. Ba bow. Wow. That was a good tune. I wasn't too fussed on No Good, Attack the Radical, and Rise, but now we're back to a great standard. The most basic riff of all time, performed to such excellence that it was just crushing, relentless, fantastic. That was a great tune. There's no downside to that. Yeah, that was really good. That was Living the Hole. We've got Regular People. Regular People coming up next, my man. Regular People Conceit in the old brackets. Let's keep going. Yes, now bless now, people. Dun! 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 Forget the rest now. King of the Pit TV. Vulgar Display, a power track. 9 of 11 is entitled Regular People, brackets, Conceit. Let's go! The 3,000 people who dislike this song are Taylor Swift fans. Yeah! I'm a metalhead. I can't stand Taylor Swift fans. I can't stand normal women. Let's go. Bruh, imagine beefing with Taylor Swift fans. That says more about you than them. Come on. Oh, I hate people who like Taylor Swift. It's kind of funny low-key, because if you look down here, first comment, right? Bullied as a kid. The minute I bought this album, when it came out, I grew a big set of balls. I talked with my fists. Wow. I bypassed this initially because I thought, yeah, you know what? Nobody likes a bully. All bullies need to be stood up to, because it gives them a showcase of the dynamic of your communication. Who do you think you are? You can't talk to me like that. I think you've confused me with somebody else. If you stand up to any bully, they stop bullying you. That's it, full stop. I know that by default. That's why I didn't go like headfirst into hating on this guy with this comment. But I think it's funny because it has a parallel to the Taylor Swift comment. Mike was bullied as a kid. And then like the other comment is in regards to Taylor Swift fans, and you think, well, where's the parallel? And the parallel is the outcasts who are into metal, who are into alternate music, and there's a reason why it's alternate music. You'll hear me talking about like the most extreme forms of music as alternate music, and yeah, because it's alternate to the general mainstream. This is mainstream. This was put out by Atlantic Records. It's mainstream whether you like it or not, right? It's not indie, it's not independent. But the general mainstream, i.e. the industry fodder, the come and go, replaceable nonsense. Who cares? Let's keep going. I love the normies though. I'll tell you what, all those who love Taylor Swift's broad spectrum of fans. A lot of girls turning to women's continuing to follow Taylor Swift. Like, they've gone through the entire journey with her. There's a lot of beautiful women who are into Taylor Swift. I will tell you that now. A lot of impregnable women. Get back! I'm not hating on Taylor Swift fans. I won't go back to her house and start playing Pantera on her Alexa though, I'll tell you that. And you know what? Actually, I think with it being, you know, the topic of what we were just discussing, I didn't even consider the title of the track Regular People. Yeah, here we go. That's the theme. That's the vibration. This guy says this album was the appetite for destruction of heavy metal. That's a crazy statement. I'm not disagreeing with this person's opinion. That's a crazy statement. He says there is not a single note of production choice I can question. Masterpiece start to finish. That's, you know, subjective, because I think some tracks are... There's a couple of tracks I didn't think were that good, to be honest. So, and someone says that's Master of Puppets. Yes! You know what? I didn't need to find an answer yet. Of course it's Master of Puppets. Of course. Of course. Let's go. Where are we going? What? Heading into the guitar solo. And you know what? I'm going to continue riffing on the idea that Taylor Swift fans don't like it. Metalheads, this is written generally, most of these tracks are in pop music song structure. The guitar solo comes in 1/3, right? The bridge section, the instrumental section. And then after this, it will go back into the chorus section. Most regular people say, let's find out. You tell me I'm wrong if I'm wrong. But if that is the case, then this is written like a pop song. Yeah, real talk. This is written like a radio pop song. With intention. Not by chance. It's not by chance. Let's find out. I'm not going to tell you about what's come prior to this solo because it's irrelevant. The only thing that matters is what comes after this will explain everything. And it might not go straight into it. You might have a little dun, 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 dun. You might have a build up into the last chorus. Nice little walk on the bass line. Bro, I'm a songwriter. Did you see how I didn't even catch purely the fact that they were going to go back into the chorus, but the fact that there's going to be a build-up into that chorus after the solo? The fact that I can understand where this song is going on my first time listen showcases the fact that you might think you're incredibly different and not one of the regular people because you're into this. And I'm not saying this to be disrespectful by any means. I'm just saying that there's more in common with the people left, right, centre, up, down than we like to admit. I'm actually using this as a vehicle for unity, you know? This is no different to Taylor Swift. This is no different to Ed Sheeran. The only difference is they've put distortion on the guitars and the frontman, you know, shouts as opposed to sings. The structuring of this song is like a top 40 pop hit. Such as The Wonderwall of Metal, i.e. Walk. That's like pop music 101. These dudes aren't dumb. This glam rock crap they were doing prior to this was like radio hit 101. That's flipping Bon Jovi. I'm putting you on game. You won't get this from no other reaction channel. I'm telling you how this shit goes. I'm seeing the future. Because I know this music inside and out. That was Regular People. I'm gassed. Egocentric on that one. By Demons Be Driven comes up next, yeah? Never heard of this one either. Let's keep going. Yes, now bless now people. Don't forget the rest now. Pantera. We're listening to Vulgar Display of Power. Track 10 of 11 is entitled By Demons Be Driven. I've not heard this one. Let's jump straight in. Let's go. I don't care really for the lyric video or whatever. Becca McCall. Let's go. Bueno, bueno. Chupacabra. Bro, why have they added this like to the playlist? This is the official playlist. It's like 4 different scenes. It's like there's no movement with the video whatsoever. The Chupacabra, what the fuck? What? I was thinking that there might have been just like one more album after this, but there's the Great Southern Trendkill as well. I didn't expect a new Pantera video, to be honest, but this, bruh, it's hardly a video, is it? It's hardly a video. A pig, the Chupacabra, and some farmers. Come on. Bro, someone says, I wish Dimebag were here to see this. To see what? This music video. Yo. And then someone says, and Vinny. And then someone responds, see what? This is dumb. Yeah, let me give you a thumbs up. Yeah, what you want about see what? Come on. That was by Demons Be Driven. I'm gonna be a hater. Chuck that shit off of the record. Make it a 10-track record. We don't need that. That one that good. That one that good a record. That one that good a tune. And yeah. If I was to overcompensate for the entire record, this album doesn't compare to Cowboys from Hell. Cowboys from Hell's way better. That was filler. That was bog standard. These dudes after Cowboys from Hell must have just been touring, man. Performing. It's the whole syndrome of you put a great record out and then from there you don't have the time or the hunger to really invest into the same standard of quality. Yeah, by Demons Be Driven. Forgettable. Shit. We've got Hollow to finish off. Let's finalise. Yup! There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV signing in. And live and large, I was hating on that last track by Demons Be Driven. I'd chuck it off of the record. You know what I mean? It's right, any band can do that. Only difference being you've got the sound engineering and the investment of the major label to make it sound larger than life. That was a crap song. We've got Hollow to finish off. Let's go. Metallica. Come on. a powerful sound, eh?
Talk for hours last month about where we wanna be. I sit now with his hand in mine, but I know he
Someone said this is the fade to black of Pantera, a true sad metal ballad that seems out of place on the record, but shines just as bright.
can't feel. No one knows what's done is
Rest in peace, Vinny and Dimebag. Come on. Ba-down-down.
I'm close with his mother, and she cries in his sleep. Lord, how we miss him, and he's much remembered. It's so important to make best friends alive, but it's hard when my friend sits with a blank expression. No one knows what's done is done. It's as if he would do.
Come on. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam.
He as hollow as I alone. A shell of my precious flesh and bone. There's no soul, he sees no love. I sing my piercing skies above.
This was influenced by Metallica. Do not tell me otherwise. This was influenced by Metallica. This whole song.
He is hollow as I converse. I wish he'd waken from this curse. Hear my words before it's through. I want to come in after you. My best friend. My best friend. Come back.
This guy says black guy here and I love Pantera. Gives a fuck, mate. Gives a fuck about the colour of your skin. Like, just like Pantera. And the thing is, got 239 thumbs up. Let's have a look at the responses. Heh. Hell yeah, says Sog. Hell yeah, brother. Keep on keeping on. This guy says, more black guy for black metal. Frog.Lizzie says, what's black got to do with metal? Real talk. I know it's got its own particular market, and that might stem from maybe being represented in the bands, because generally speaking, it's the white dudes who are performing in the band, so there's a representation there. But maybe the emotional value and culturally, like the instrumental value in it, the performance, as such might relate more so to a different crowd. But yeah, you know, I think the moment we stop identifying ourselves with colours and cultures and this, that, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we can't abide by who we are and what we are and where we come from and so forth. I think we should do, because I think that's a good thing. Yeah, that gives us identity. But you know, it's like me going on a rap video and saying I'm a white guy and I'm enjoying this music. Bruh, good music's good music. I love rap music. I don't need to identify myself as a white dude. I'm ranting and raving. It's out of a place of love, man. It's out of a place of love. Because I wish things were more inclusive as they are. I come from an environment, man, which is so confusing. Let me go on a little rant here. Because I'm fascinated. I came up through metal music. I came up through hardcore punk music. And in particular, hardcore and punk adjacent music are those most outspoken on being inclusive and in support of equality. And 100,000,000% of the songs are written about how inclusive they are and how supportive they are and blah, blah, blah. And you go to an event and it's like 99% white men. And there's no problem with that. That's the market. But it's ironic to me how you'll go to an electronic event, a dance music event, right? And there'll be a more diverse crowd than those who are virtue signaling of how inclusive they are, when the reality of such is they're not. I'm putting on game right now because I hate it. I hate that. And that's why I barely turn up to these hardcore dudes no more. They chat a lot of shit. They don't abide by what they put out. The message is separate from the reality. It's delusion. I'm putting you on game right now. That comment is a beautiful thing. I'm a guy outside of the normal market and I just want to show appreciation. But my brother, it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference, honestly. We should stop giving a flip about that. Bro, you like Pantera, I like Pantera too. They're sick. That's all we need to talk about. That was Hollow. Putting you on game for that one. It might be Phil Anselmo. We might be sipping on a little bit of white wine, but we're promoting harmony tonight, people. Get back. Don't feel uncomfortable who you are because you like what you like. Come on. It raises great conversation, great artistic discussion. So I got to put respect on that. That was Hollow. Great tune. Definitely Metallica influenced. Let's give a final overview of this record. You don't want to miss this one. I'll see you on the next video. I'll rate out of 10 as well. Peace. Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, finalising this album listen through. We just listened to Vulgar Display of Power. Wasn't recommended by anyone. I decided to listen to this one on my own merit. And I did so because I did get a recommendation on the Patreon to do the album after this. But I thought, you know what? We'll use this as a stepping stone to get to that album. Purely because at this point in my Pantera journey, there's not too much content to go through. And I know that people want to join the Pantera journey. It's one of the greatest metal bands of all time, right? So this was Vulgar Display of Power. I've heard so much of this record through my earlier years, but I haven't heard it in its entirety, because back when I've heard the material from this record, it was like song by song off a LimeWire, mate. Just like random. It incredible production, really good production. The tones on the guitar work is dialed into a T. The drumming sounds fantastic. The vocal is produced well, but the vocal's kind of shit because Cowboys from Hell had a great contrast, a great spectrum of vocal register. Right now, he's just sort of performing in his vocal, which to me isn't as good as what's come prior. Real talk. This album, to put a long story short, you can sign out right now if you want like an in-depth assessment of Vulgar Display of Power. Let me just tell you right now, this album is not as good as Cowboys from Hell. It's not. It's not as good. There's not as much focused energies. There's not much ambition and hustle and hunger invested in this record as there was Cowboys from Hell. Real talk. Is it a good record? Yes, it's a fantastic record. It's a pristine record. Is there filler on this record? Yes. The first half of this record is incredible. From there, Rise, No Good, Attack, The Radical, Live in a Hole, Regular People, Conceit, By Demons Be Driven. It's all filler. Half of the record is filler. Half of the record doesn't compare to the first half. The second half is utilised just for the tracks that aren't as good as the first half. That second half of the record, is it a good record? Yeah, most definitely. It's better than the majority of bands who have ever come across a guitar in their entire life. But it's not cohesive like Cowboys from Hell was. There's good riffs, good ideas, but there's a corniness that comes from this. There's a Babby's first band. It's a gateway record into metal because of the, the violent imagery on the front cover and the fact that there's a parental advisory sticker and that's called Vulgar Display of Power. It's not as good as Cowboys from Hell. It's a good record. It's a great production, great instrumental, reasonable vocal line. It's not great vocally. It's not great lyrically. Good amount of material, good amount of content. What's the best track on the record? You know, it's awkward when you can't even pick out a best track. Probably A Mouth for War. Maybe. Mouth for War. Maybe. Who knows? Yeah. This is sold on the production value. It's sold on the glitz and the glamour and the glitter of the production and the sound and the experience. Not as much so on the actual material that is within the music. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And I know Pantera heads are going to go mad on me for this. Listen, right? If you're as hard as you think you are because you listen to Pantera, you're going to have to puff your chest out a little bit and just simmer down and understand that people have got separate opinions. Cowboys from Hell was brilliant. Power metal was brilliant. That jungle record that came before there was brilliant. This doesn't appeal to me as much because it feels like Cowboys from Hell came out and they had some degree of success, and like any other band, they're more focused on just sort of nipping around and doing their thing and engaging with the success they've garnered, and the record that happens from there on doesn't equate to the same degree of connection to the market. Me being the market, me being the consumer, I'm not too fussed on this. The thing is, and let me tell you, right, I've heard, like I said at the start of this, I've heard a fair few tunes off of this record when I was younger. When I was younger, I was an angsty guy, right? I was an angsty teenager. I was annoyed. I didn't have a polished background, yeah? A record like this should have spoken to me, but it didn't. because there's a disconnect on frequency. There's a disconnect on the energy in the message. I can't hear you when you're talking about being effing hostile, when you're signed to a major label and you're polished by some fucking idiot who's told you to reproduce, that same line on that same song 120 times, and you've said, yes, sir, I will do that. There's a disconnect. And I can hear it as a grown-up in this record. I bought a Dean ML Warbird that is discontinued, and you won't find one of them anywhere. A guitar based off of the fact I loved Dimebag Darrell when I was younger. You didn't. So don't hate on me talking about you're the best Pantera head and how can he disregard this record because I'm a Pantera fan and this guy's not a Pantera fan. Bruh, trust me, I've paid more and invested more of my time into this act and invested more of my energy in this act than you have. So don't start being critical in the comment section. Because I know you will do. Because I know 15-year-olds are into Pantera and then they grow into 40-year-olds who are still 15-year-olds, still into Pantera. Bruh, this record wasn't as good as Cowboys from Hell. It's a controversial statement, but put some respect on that. I'm signing out. I'll give this record a 5 out of 10. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Peace.